Alright, today we are going to be fixing a really common problem in Eevee. Um, the biggest problem in Eevee is that the light is just weird, like this. The light is super weird, and to fix this, there are many ways to fix this, but it depends on what type of scene you have. So right now I have this scene that I've imported from the Blender kit scenes thing. You can see there are lots of artifacts. Just the light is just passing through objects, which should not be happening, right? So there are some fixes that you guys can do. First thing first, that's the biggest mistake that you guys do in Eevee, is to do displacement. Sorry, displacement directly onto the mesh is gonna like tear out the edges. Let me just show you. Yeah, you see this? That can be a problem. We go into the camera mode again. It just looks bad. It's really terrible. So what you want to do is, if you really want the displacement to happen, or if you just want to have that in the normal data, what you can do is that you can, first thing first, don't use displacement for scenes like this. You can see already it's better, right? It's already much better now. So what you can do is that you can go to the shader editor and you can just type in um, bump map, because this is in height. You can see that this is a height map. So you want to go to the height in the bump, and you just want to get the normal of the normal map and plug it into the bump normal, and then you will have something like this, which looks pretty terrible at this point. The reason for that is because your strength is too much. You can set your strength to high or low depending on your preferences, right? And yeah, so that is one fix. Same goes for the floor right here. Floor should have the same fix. So yeah, let me just do that. So you just go over here, delete the displacement, and you can just use the height of the bump into that and plug it into the normal, plug the normal map into the normal, and you can fix the normal to your liking, like that. And still you get this weird artifacts, you can see, because of the sun. Let me just show you. So the sun strength is pretty low right now. Let me just bump it to something like 60. Pretty intense. Boom, you get these weird artifacts all over your scene. Let me just render things out and then you will guys understand. So as you can see that there are like lines or some artifacts all over the place. These things that the sun, like, because of the sun, it kind of like rips through the mesh and kind of gives this weird line. Uh, this can happen. So to fix this, you can just go to the uh, render tab, and you can go to shadows, and you can increase the rays. For example, if I go for 4, it's gonna look a little bit better. Then I can increase the steps to something 16, and it's gonna eliminate most of the problem, but you can still see this, right? Let's say that didn't fix anything. Well, what you can do is that you can add solidify modifier, and boom, it's gone. It's gone. Finally, your Eevee scene will look a little bit better. Yeah, it's pretty much gone. And then you can apply this solidify modifier. It's gonna stay that way if you render things out. And yeah, after rendering things out, yeah, it looks pretty good. It looks pretty normal. Yeah. So that's how you can fix this weird line thingy. And yeah, this is how most of that thing happens with Eevee. There are so many problems with Eevee that you guys don't know. So I'm gonna be making more videos about how to fix Eevee and how to use and learn Eevee because it's not like a really huge problem. With cycles, this scene is completely different because it has volumetrics. You can also work with volumetrics inside Eevee too, so it's not a big deal. Uh, yeah, look at this. It has haze. Maybe the only reason why the haze is not working is because of some volumetric settings. For example, if I go for one, and it still doesn't look pretty good, so you can increase that to you can increase some density to make it look a little bit better, something like that. You can play around with the anisotropy as much as you like, and you have this nice volumetrics going on. In Blender 3 4.3, rather than using volumetric like principal volume node, you can use the volume scatter. It's much more better in terms of the quality of light that you're gonna get, and not only that, but you're gonna get some nice settings to play with. For example, over here you can add some particles to the scene and make it look like a little bit grainy almost with the thing. It looks better in cycle, but the Eevee is much faster, so many people might use that. You can play around with the density as per to your liking. For example, this thing looks much better there with the color, and you can render a scene out. So yeah, that's it. Bye.